Hey guys, I'm Suleiman Khan, and in this video we'll be just solving some questions from Diploma of Associate Engineers Annual Examination 2023. Okay, so we got question 1. This is actually question 1, and as you can see on the screen, we are asked to find the area of an equilateral triangle whose side is 4 meter. Remember, an equilateral triangle is a triangle whose all sides are equal in, you can say, length. Okay, like let's just say this is an equilateral triangle. Okay, as you can see, all sides are just equal in length, and remember, it is just given that the length of one side, that is 4 meter. Okay, so then what's going to be its area? Remember, the area of an equilateral triangle can be actually 0.433 the side square. Okay, this is so simple. Now as you can see, 0.433, as you can see, the side is 4, so we can take the square of 4. Now if you do some maths, I'll be using calculator, so you can just learn how to use calculator as well. Okay, so as you can see, 0.433, and I'm just going to multiply that with 4 square, so 4 and then we got square. Okay, by pressing the equal sign and SD, as you can see, we got 6.928. so this is the answer, 6.928, and as you can see, this is meter, so we're gonna say square meter. This is going to be the area. Okay, so this was just a short question. Now moving ahead to another question. As you can see on the screen, this is actually question 1, and as you can see on the screen, the diagonals of a rhombus are 56 centimeter and 33 centimeters. Okay, then find area of the rhombus. As you can see, rhombus, that is actually like a cat. Okay, you can see like this one. Okay, this is the rhombus. Okay, so simple. Now the diagonals are known. Okay, the first diagonal, as you can see, this one, this is 56, and it is centimeter, of course. And as you can see, this one, this diagonal, which is actually like that guy, that is 33 centimeter. Now we are asked to determine its area. Okay, remember, the area of a rhombus can be the you can say the product of the diagonals. Like you can say, if this is D1, or you can say diagonal 1, and this one is D2, then we can say the area is going to be D1 times D2 divided by 2. Okay, so simple. Let's just do some plug and check in here. As you can see, we got D1, which is 56, times D2, that is 33 divided by 2, and again calculator. As you can see, 56 times 33, and it is 1848 divided by 2. So area of the rhombus, that is actually A equals 924 centimeter square. Okay, we are scoring very well. Okay, marks are going to be 100%. Okay, just making another page, just some rooms for myself. Okay, all right. Now another question. As you can see on the screen, we are asked to find the area and cost. Okay, here we are just determining the cost of carpeting an octagonal floor with side 16 meter at the rate of 15 Rs per square meter. So simple. Okay, that means we have an octagon. Octagon is actually a, you can say, polygon with 8 sides. Okay, and if I'm not wrong, this octagon is going to be just regular octagon. Okay, and let me just draw it, if I can draw it better. And this is actually a regular octagon. Okay, each side, that is just known, as you can see in the paper or question paper, that is actually 16 meter. Okay, one side, it must be 16 meter. Okay, all right. The unit rate, that is actually 15 Rs. Okay, Rs means that is just Pakistani rupees per square meter. Okay, All right, that means we are going to determine the area of the octagonal carpeting area first. Okay, then we will multiply that area with the unit rate, so we can get the cost of carpeting, okay, the same floor. Okay, so let's just determine area of the octagon. Remember, area of the octagon can be so simple. Okay, that is going to be just, if I'm not wrong, 2 times 1 plus the square root 2, and then we will multiply that with a square. Here a actually means the side, okay, the side square. Okay, so simple. Let's just do some plug and check in. For a, that means area, so 2 times 1 plus square root 2, that is octagon, okay, times a this time, that is actually 16 square. Again, we'll be just using the calculator, which is actually 2 times, that is actually the bracket, 1 plus square root 2, okay, and then again bracket, and then we multiply that with 16 square. So we have the area, okay, that is 1236. Okay, so area equals 1236.077 and square meter. Okay, now we can determine the cost, okay, of carpeting actually. Okay, so as you can see in the, you can say, paper, cost of carpeting that is required. Okay, so we have required, and in the solution the cost of carpeting must be actually the unit rate, which is, you can say this time 15 times the total area of the floor, which is actually 1236.077. okay, and again, so that is 15, that is actually 18 and 541.16 RS. okay, so that much money in RS, or you can say Pakistani rupees, we need to carpet this octagonal floor. Okay, so this is question 3, and another question, that is actually question 4. okay, so let's just do that again. As you can see in the screen, find the area of heptagon. Okay, heptagonal grassy lawn whose each side is, okay, heptagon is actually a polygon with 7 sides. Okay, so in order to determine the area of this shape, you can say, okay, another just tip. Okay, if you have any type octagon, polygon, I mean, okay, there is a universal formula, you can say. You can use that to determine area of any polygon, any regular polygon. Okay, you have to determine the parameter and the perpendicular. Perpendicular is actually the, if you just draw some lines from the center to the, you can say, corners, that is just a triangle. Okay, so the perpendicular is actually what I mean. Okay, then area can be actually 1 over 2 times P times actually C, you can say. Okay, that is going to be area of any regular polygon. Here P is actually the perpendicular, okay, this one, and C is actually the perimeter, which means the summation of all sides. Okay, we will just add the length of each side. Like in this case, if this is 10, one side is 10, and we got pentagon, which is 5-sided, okay, polygon. That means the C can be actually 10 times 5, which is 50. Okay, so simple. Okay, this is actually something extra. Now, okay, just moving ahead to question 4. Okay, and then we will do the remaining questions in another video. Okay, all right, so area of the heptagon. All right, so before just doing the calculation, let me just make some rooms for myself. Okay, so we have a heptagon with side equals 6 meters. Okay, side of the heptagon, that is 6 meters, as you can see in the question, and heptagon, that is actually a polygon with you can say 7 sides. Okay, and I'm just drawing that, and remember this is not to scale. Okay, so one side, that is actually 6 meters. Okay, now as you can see, again the area of heptagon, that must be actually A equals 7 by 4 times A square, and we will just take the you can say the cotangent. Okay, we just call it cotangent, I don't know what you guys pronounce in your country, and 180 degrees by 7. This is going to be the area of you can say heptagon. Okay, all right, so we will just put values over here in the same thing. Remember in the previous page, as you can see this guy. Okay, if you're little bit familiar with mathematics, you can also use this thing, you can say 1 over 2 p times c to determine area of the same thing. Okay, you can use this thing for each polygon, regular polygon I mean. Okay, so let's just put values here. 7 by 4 A, remember that is just 6. Okay, so 6 square, and the cotangent of 180 by 7. Okay, let's just use our calculator here. As you can see, cotangent can be actually written as 1 over tangent. Okay, so simple. If you are a little bit familiar with trigonometry, it does not matter. Okay, so as you can see, that is 180. I'm just doing that thing separately. Okay, 180 by 7, that is actually something called 25. And remember, I'll be using 1 over tangent instead of cotangent. Okay, because this does not actually support this ratio. Okay, so 1 over tangent of this 25. Okay, so first I'm going to just use tangent of the same answer. Okay, and then 1 over answer, because that is actually the same thing as 1 over tangent. So we got 2 point something, and then a square, so times 6 square. Okay, times 7 and divided by 4. So this is actually area of the same you can say heptagon, 130.82. okay, and that is meter square. So this is actually so simple. Okay, if you are a little bit familiar with these formulas in you can say in civil engineering. Okay, so we just solved 4 questions from the same paper. Okay, this is actually the diploma's course of associate engineers, and in the next video we will just move ahead and solve question 5, 6, 7 and so on. Okay, see you in the next video.